Hello everybody and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have a roll of 1970D Lincoln Memorial cents. They're in their Mint Cellos. They have been cut from mint sets. I bought a box of these off of eBay, and or I bought a bag, kind of cut into the bag, trying to open it up here, but there's 50 of them, and so they basically all look like this. And so originally these come all in a set, and people buy them so that they have a complete set. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to go through these, and I'll dump these out first. We're going to go through them, just see kind of what the grades are, see if there's any really nice ones. And then after we can zoom in and see if we can find any either repunch mint marks, or it looks like there is quite a few double dies for this year as well. So we'll see if we can find any of those. And I looked at just one or two as I was getting one ready for the photograph, and it did seem like there were quite a few with fairly large scuff marks. And I think I might find something else. This bag is kind of toasted. Should have thought of this before. Here, I know it all. Let's put them right here. Alright, yeah, the bag's kind of toasted, and I definitely found by doing a couple streams. Welcome, Logan. Oh, I thank you. I do appreciate you hacking me, friend. I'll return the favor sometime. I'll wait till you get big on YouTube first, though. What's the method of hacking tonight? Are we after money? Are we after information? Are you looking for good material to blackmail me in the future? This one looks like it's had some interesting kind of moisture damage. You can kind of see the surfaces here. Almost looks like there were some little miniature snails kind of like going around, leaving little trails in there. I believe that was from water pooling in the coins. But this one does look a little bit nicer. I feel like most of the Mint Cellos I look at, they're kind of like a mint state 63 and 64, especially like the older ones. Hacking the chat with plus and equal. Excellent. But it was interesting when we were doing the rolls of like 1998, 99, like kind of getting older. It seemed like the coins in the mint sets were quite a bit better. It seemed like most of them were 65s with like a couple 66s. And maybe it's just more of these coins get kind of picked through. You know, I'm not the original owner of the mint sets. I'm not sure if the person who cut the mint sets open were the owner of the original mint sets. And but it's like, for me, I'm able to get these a lot cheaper when I see rolls of them or lots of them going up. I would be, you know, spending like about $1 a coin, and instead I'm able to get it for less than that. And it seems like most people are interested at the nickels, dimes, and quarters and half dollars and stuff. So that kind of leaves a place for me because I love pennies. Today has been an awesome day. It's been one of the best days in a long time. Just had a lot of fun, had a good day, had a fun day. Had possibly, I haven't checked the final, but I think I had my best sales on eBay ever today. So that was really encouraging. Had a really good weekend of sales. So that was really encouraging. I'm going to be able to buy a lot of new cool things for the show here. And so that'll be awesome. We'll have some fun stuff to look at in the future. Still waiting. I did put some hints up for the scavenger hunts, and still nobody has found them. I'd figure that at least one person would enjoy watching the videos, would have time. I figured maybe some people in another country, they might, if there was like a currency difference, it might be like super worth their while. But I'll be patient. And it was also really cool because I joined the eBay partner network. And so I spent pretty much all last week updating my links. They still all go to the same place. They do the same thing. They bring people to my coins that I show in my video onto my eBay store. However, I get a referral when people do it. So that's been awesome. I finally finished that project and that is paying off. Another cool thing is I finally figured out, this one sounds funny, I finally figured out, like eBay's always saying like, oh, we need more product identifiers from you, we need more product identifiers. And so like I finally figured out like exactly what it means by a KM number. I would think that selling coins, as long as I would know what a KM identifier is. And so basically it's the identifier that, you know, that's like a world identification of each coin in every country. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. It's hilarious here, but here, I'll look it up just so that I can. So for the KM number for like for a Lincoln Memorial cent, up until 1982 when it changed, is 201. And then once it goes past 82 in the copper, it's a 201A. And so it's like eBay wants these identified numbers so that it can catalog stuff and, you know, show your coins and stuff that you're selling to people in different countries, because a lot of people won't speak the language, but they can understand what a number is and they can match a picture to a number a lot easier than they can understand the words or what things are. And so it basically like translates for everyone, so it's just one language of organized numbers. So I've been working on that all day, and hopefully that will improve things. And I also went global. I turned the global shipping program off for a while on eBay, but I feel I'm ready for global orders. So hopefully that's going to mean I'm going to have a lot more. I'm already having the best sales I've ever had on eBay, but hopefully by opening it up, I'm just going to open up the floodgate to the next level, and I can just skip ahead a couple levels here. This one looks like it's got a couple little darker spots on it. We'll call them spots, shall we? Otherwise the coin looked pretty nice. Almost looked like it was toned. Maybe, speaking of, we will find a nice toned looking coin. I don't believe I've ever bought from this seller. I already tossed the packaging. But if these coins are nice, I will buy some more from them in the future if they sell. This one kind of looks like it possibly had moisture damage in it as well. What's interesting about these like kind of squiggly marks, I remember buying like one of my first mint sets I ever bought. It had like these kind of like paisley streaks in it, and I thought they looked really, really cool. It was just like kind of like little toned paisley marks, but it's like somebody told me they were damaged, and so when I sold my mint set collection, I just let it go. But I've become quite fond of them. I know they kind of look like little. Some of these ones look like kind of like they have snail trails on them, but I think it gives the coin character. But I'll have to look into that more. But I feel like most of these are kind of in that MS63, MS64 range. I don't think we're going to be finding any 66s. I am trying to, you know, turn on my Mint Cello vision here and like look through these. Like this is probably just on the Mint Cello. This one actually looks like it has a clear obverse. Yeah, this looks pretty nice for obverse. This almost maybe looks like a 66 on the front. However, we haven't looked at the reverse. It almost looks like there's a tiny little rim damage there and there. So I don't know how much that would knock things down, but there's a couple little marks on the reverse. I feel like this one is just shy of a 66, but it's like it definitely has a little bit of darker areas. They're not even necessarily scratch. Really nice luster on the front though here. This one looks like it's almost a little bit red-brown. So I'm interested. I've never actually, I don't think I've actually searched this date before. So I'm a little bit excited to see if we can find any double dies or if we can find any repunchment marks. I'm almost more excited about that than trying to find a high grade coin here. I'll take either one. So when I'm done with this one anyway, these are going to go back up on eBay for sale. For the most part, I've just been buying them so that I can look at coins and so that I can get better at grading, and so that I can get, just better at finding coins in the wild. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I look at lots and lots of coins. This one's got like a really interesting reverse. I don't know how well it shows on here, but it's like the entire luster is like this like kind of dull color. And then all of it's almost like a reverse cameo. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's like basically like the memorial and all the raised lettering is darker. It's like way darker. And then the coin itself is kind of like a dull color. The front is like kind of normal. I don't know how well this shows. I mean, you're probably saying it's just a red-brown coin. Let me see if I can line this up. But it's kind of interesting. Like I've never seen one kind of like that in a Mint Cello. It seems different to me. Watch, we'll have a whole bunch of them. I'll be like, okay, I've seen that now. This one's got a couple spots on the front. And one thing I do remember is the seller of these coins had like 100,000, I think they had 100,000 plus feedback. And generally when someone has that much feedback or they're like dealing with lots of coins, I just assume that anything of value has been shaken down out of it. But you just never know. Sometimes people that have a ton of feedback, they are just a clearinghouse. Sometimes they like clear estates, they sell estates. Sometimes they just, are liquidating things for different companies. There's so many eBay companies and sellers on eBay that it's impossible for me to like kind of really get to know everybody. But it's like, and that's one of the other reasons that I've been buying so many random packs of Mint Cellos like this, is because at some point I'm wanting to, learn how to grade professionally and like send in large bulk submissions. And I want to have an idea of who kind of the best people are, who has the best inventory. And so by buying these, it's kind of like me like kind of like sampling out from these companies, because, and every role will be different, but if someone is like consistently selling like really high grade nice ones, I'm going to definitely pick up more and more and more from that person. And if I'm getting like kind of like shady ones that they're all cut out and they're all damaged, and all the cellos are like, they're falling out of their cello and the cello's all yellow and funky, I will definitely be passing up those ones in the future. But it's like, it's the only way I'm going to find out. And but the other thing that I've really been liking is I've been getting to like kind of see the coins more intimately. When I have a bunch of them all and I'm able to look at them all up close, I've really been starting to see the differences that all the coins have, because pretty much like they changed the die. It looks basically the same, but when you get up close with the microscope, you start to notice all these small different things. And so it's been interesting. And so for this date, there definitely were, this one has a nice obverse. This almost looks like a 66 on the front there. There's a couple little tiny spots over here on the side. Guess that's probably a 65. Nice coin though. But there looks like there is like quite a few double dies. Most of them it looks like are with the 7. There's just like a fine little line above the 7 just where there was another 7 and it just wasn't cleaned up. And then it looks like there's quite a few repunchment marks, a couple different kinds. It looked like there was one really kind of nice one that like kind of went, I believe, to the south. And I think if there was one RPM that I'd want to find, it would be that one. However, I'm guessing that that one is really easy to spot because it's totally separate than the other one. And I don't know, a lot of the double dies for this year, they didn't seem like they were super, super expensive, even up to Mint State 65. So I feel like that means that there's probably quite a few of them out there, so I feel like we would have a better chance at finding one of those than some double dies. But finding a double die in the wild is always fun. And I didn't see anything I didn't see any DDRs. I probably could have checked out a couple different sources for the 7DD. And speaking of, I did get a Philadelphia roll of 1970 as well, and I got a San Francisco roll. And so we'll be checking those out this week as well. So this is just, I wanted to do the 70D first because I kind of felt more excited about the Philadelphia and the San Francisco one than the Denver one. And so I thought I would save those two for last and I'll do this one first. So I think for 1970, I think there's like a small and a large day. Hey, Coin Collecting with Tyler, welcome. We're looking through 50 Mint Cellos from 1970 from the Denver Mint. These ones, of course, have been cut out of their mint set, but we're going to see if we can find some double dies or RPM. And it seems like we've seen a couple coins that were maybe a Mint State 65. No toning. It seems like, to me, my guess is that these have already been picked over, but we won't know until we look. 669, that's you're over 2/3 of the way to 1,000, Tyler. I hope you're feeling awesome about it, because it is awesome to be 2/3. How's your watch hours doing? It seems like you've been getting some pretty good, consistent. I've been checking out your views, and you're getting pretty solid views. Like, I mean, your watch hours will go up faster as you get more subscribers as well. Especially like good quality ones. You know, like the more people, thank you, Tyler. Like the more people that you meet and the more good friendships that you blossom, you know, the faster things are gonna go up for you. Dude, you're gonna be to 1,000 in like probably like 2.5 weeks. I'm just guessing on the average speed that you've been going. But if you could have one good show, and that could put you over 1,000, like honestly. You know, you just like if you get rated by the right person, it's like you could just go. You could go to the moon. I think I'm at about 2,200 watch hours. This one's got a little bit of toning. I'm trying to say I don't think that they're any like super crazy. I just want to see if I can get it to pick up because I can't really see it in the light. It's more in the left field. I think I have just a little over 2,200, but I think I've been averaging about 400 to 600 the last 3 months. So I'm hoping probably about 2 more months and I'll be at 4,000 watch hours. I've been working really hard at it, and I think I would say I'm guessing by the end of August I will have it. If people like checked out my scavenger hunts, I would probably already be there. But I can't force people to win stuff. 275, that's awesome. I mean, like, you just need to like, I'm trying to think, like pretty much just, I'm trying to think of the best advice for watch hours. I mean, like doing your shows and stuff, it seems like you're doing a really good job. Like the watch hours, they just go up faster and faster the more people that you have. Um, and if you have like friends and stuff who are like good friends, you know, you can probably find some people that would love to watch your stuff to help out. Um, there's definitely nothing wrong with having friends like watch your stuff. You know, if you have social media, you can let people know what your goals are. You can let people know that you're like approaching like a, you know, a place where your business you're working on is going to blossom. You know, let people know that they can help you. Let them know how they can help you. Oh, for sure you can get to 4,000 watch hours. You definitely can. Like, I mean, it's like it's weird. Like, I mean, you're doing a really good job at like doing a stream, having a channel. You have to like know how to do like 100 different things. You don't have to be perfect at all of them, but you have to have like the basic grasp of them. And it's like, I don't know. It's just it's not easy streaming. Like, you know, you have to know how to like use sound equipment. You have to know how to use a camera. You have to like you have to be able to talk. You have to be able to have something to talk about. You have to kind of like script how things are going to go. You have to be consistent. You have to work hard. There's just so many different parts of it, and like I have to imagine that you have somebody like, you know, like a couple people that have been really helping you, because either you're like a complete genius, Tyler, or you've got some people helping you, and either way you're doing great. You know, it's like, you know, like you're not even in college yet and you're already doing things that a lot of adults couldn't do. So I can tell you're a bright guy by how well you're doing. So feel proud of yourself. Even, you know, like even if it takes you a couple months or like 6 months to get to 4,000 watch hours, like you're doing really good. And like, I mean, honestly, it's like sometimes you just need one video. Like, and I see you kind of branching out with a bunch of different techniques and a bunch of different videos. Like I've seen the mail call videos, I've seen the 101, the kind of coin education videos. You're trying different things. And it's like, you know, you just got to figure out where your niche is, what you're good at. You know, it's like you just have to be good at one thing, just a little bit better than everybody else. And even if you're not better, just by being yourself, it's like you'll find it. But just keep trying stuff. Be bold. Take some risks. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Like you will find out what makes your channel, and I think you already are for the most part. Like don't let anyone get you down. Like just keep working. Believe in yourself. Like you are a YouTuber. You are a streamer. You are a coin collector. Like, you know, you can be a coin dealer if you want. Maybe you're already selling stuff. I don't know what degree that you're doing stuff, but like I see a business potential. Like I see a business in your future doing this if you continue. Maybe this isn't what you want to do for a business, but you're gonna have a lot of options with the knowledge that you're learning here. Like you're learning more than some kids learn in college. So I hope you're feeling proud. I hope your family is proud of what you're doing. Like if I had a kid doing what you're doing, I would be super, super proud of them. I would be, you know, like trying to support their dream. And it's like, it's super awesome when I see someone have a dream. So like, I just want to like make sure that I say that. And I like, you know, it's like, it seems like you've been helping out Logan. So it's like, not only do you have a dream, but like, you've been taking time to like help out other people. I remember you trying to help out Mama Lou. You were trying to help her because her dog died and got sick, and you were out there trying to help, find people that could help her out. And that was really kind of you. And it's like I've seen you've got a really good grasp of kind of connecting with different people. Your mail call videos and stuff. You've made a lot of contacts. You're really good at networking. It's really awesome. I feel like I have learned a thing or two from you. I definitely, like, if it wasn't for you, Tyler, I wouldn't have started an Instagram account. I wouldn't have started a Twitter account. I wouldn't have started all the other social media accounts. And it's like, now I think my Instagram account, it had like nobody on it, and now it has like almost 650 or 700 in just like 3 weeks or so since I met you. So thank you. This one looks like I don't know, it's really nice, but it's got a couple marks in it. The luster is really nice. But I hope you're feeling proud is, I guess, what I'm trying to say, because like, and I guess the one thing of advice I can say is like, don't let the success of your channel like kind of like make you feel happy or down or anything. Like, it's, I don't know, I see people who start out really strong and then things don't go quite the way they're hoping for and they just get upset and give up. Like, don't do it. Like, when you stream, you're gonna have good times and bad times. Hopefully you'll just have good times, but like, in honesty, like, this one looks really nice. It's kind of like with Instagram and the hearts and stuff. People like get a bunch of hearts, they feel good. All of a sudden they don't get hearts, they feel sad. Just like, be independent of how your channel is doing. Your channel is not a person, you are. And as your channel does better, it's gonna make you feel big. But just realize that like sometimes like, things don't always, businesses change, like models change, trends change, people change, the way people use the internet changes. So just don't put your self-esteem into your stream. And I'm not saying, I don't know why I'm saying this, you haven't said anything about it. But I just try to let other people know. I've seen other people just kind of like get really bummed out when the stream's not going good sometimes. But I think you're doing awesome, so keep it up. And so I think we got about 10 more of these, and then we'll zoom in and we'll see if we found any double dies or RPMs here. I feel like there was maybe the one coin. It kind of looked like there was a piece of rim damage on it, but I feel like the highest coin we saw here so far was like an MS65. But the older these Mint Cellos are, pretty much the more people who have had a chance to pick through them for high grade coins, or the more things that could have happened to them, the more damage, the more time environment has had to expose itself to it. It did look like we had one toned coin, but it wasn't super bright, it wasn't fancy or anything. If we find like a really nice bright one. I was kind of sad, like I sold a coin today on eBay and it was a beautiful toner. I made like maybe $25 off of it, but it was like bright blue and green, and I took an offer, and I think I just didn't write in my notes that it was a toner. And so I was like, oh, I could do that. And then when I saw the coin packing it up, I was like, I wish I hadn't sold that, but it's one of those things about taking good notes, knowing what you're selling when you have a bunch of coins and you're selling them all online. There's a little piece of Mint Cello in there. What's your plans for the business, like for your channel, Tyler? What's your ultimate goal? Do you want to do a channel? Do you want to incorporate it into a business? All right, 2 more here, and then hopefully we can find something cool. We had to have one with a big dark spot on it and a spot. Way better than if it was a bunch of them. Oh, this one has like just a lot of little scratches on it. I feel like this is probably an MS63. Now, I didn't see any double dies for the reverse. Let's turn on the light here, get a sip of water. And I think I'm just gonna do the full zoom in here. Let me move these back up here. Voila. Let's see, this is gonna be nice doing Mint Cellos again, because I don't know if I should go in all the way. Or if it'll just be too close. So there was a lot of double dies, and it's just right above the 7. I'm just trying to get to the best focus to see. Right above the 7 on the western side, there seems like there's a lot of ones where there's just like a little extra piece of 7 there. And I think there was one in the Liberty. But that seemed like about the only place where there was double dies for this one. And I think there was a 0 that kind of had doubling, kind of the way that this one looks, like kind of like that like little kind of notch on there on the bottom part. It looked kind of like that. I don't think that that is one. I'm gonna have to go back and see. And then there was also like a couple different RPMs. There was one that was like way to the south, and I'd be excited to find that one. I just like ones that are like really big. And it looks like we're getting pretty lucky as far as looking through these Mint Cellos. These Mint Cellos look like they're pretty clear. Maybe we'll start on the Liberty side here. And if you guys know, I never know who's watching, but if you guys ever have, like, know of things, I'm definitely happy to check for different things while I'm looking for these other ones. I don't think that D just looks like it's a little rough on the top. I feel like there was one RPM that kind of looked like that. Now I'm not seeing any splits on the serif there. But we'll keep on moving through. Hopefully we'll have something just jump out at us. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it's been a couple weeks since we got to go through a roll of Mint Cellos. But it's been nice because we've been able to do a lot of bonus streams since I started streaming again. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like a lot of these zeros, they just look like they have like kind of like a little bit of extra 0 going on with them. They got that. When I looked, I'll check the DDO that had like a doubling in the 0 there. Just see what it looks like again. Though it seems like we have been getting lucky in a bunch of the rolls that we've gotten to look at. So that has been fun. We never know when we'll get like a roll of these or a collection of these that they were all picked out because they were special ones. Just want to see this one upside down, the mint mark. I don't know, that one almost, like you can see like to the north and on the west, there looks like there is a little bit of D sticking out. It's hard to, the light isn't picking it up the part on the west there very well. I'm actually having a hard time focusing it for some reason. But there looks like on the west and on the north there's a little extra on this one. But it's funny, like you can't see, it's just the way that the light is hitting it. You can't see the other one until I turn it. But that one looked pretty interesting to me. But we'll keep on moving here. It's like if we just stare at one coin all night, we're not going to find anything. That one looked cool. I like them to look a little bit cooler than that though. But maybe somebody watching this video someday, that'll be exactly what they're looking for. And that's why I make these videos, is because after I look at them, I'm just posting them back up on eBay. And the more information that I can give someone that's looking at them, the better chance that they'll be interested in buying it. It's interesting, this one, like the luster is so kind of dull and lackluster. Yes, the luster is lackluster. It lacks luster. Oh, the L and the I on that one looked kind of interesting. That D looks kind of interesting. I need to focus this a little bit again. Since parts of it looked kind of a little bit different, I just wanted to check out some other parts of it. I definitely want to see, I want to see at least one of the sevens with like the little chip above the 7. Because there looked like there was like 10 different kinds of those double dies. I'd like to see one of those. Interesting. Like the left sides where Liberty is, it seems like the Mint Cellos are much more kind of clouded up than they are on the other side. Now, I'd rather be able to see the date and the mint mark anyway, but it's definitely interesting. I think maybe it seems like most of the coins are kind of scooted to the left in the cello, and that kind of puts the date and the mint in the middle of it. It's kind of an interesting mark on the D. It's like I'd want to say that's damage. I mean, I don't think it's an RPM. It just looked interesting. I guess if it was on the die, it could be a die marker. If there was something there. It almost looks like there's like a little extra ring. It's not really raised inside the 0 though. 0 almost looks a little thicker. These little notches up on the 7 must be scratches. They're pretty bright. And there's a couple, yeah, there's a lot of little dinks on the coin on the dates and stuff. Oh, that one looked pretty chewed up. Looks kind of interesting. There's definitely stuff to the north and west again here. That one kind of looked like one of the other ones that we had seen. Maybe it is an RPM. There were like 5 or 6 different RPMs I think I saw for this date. There was one that looked really cool. I want to find that one. I don't know what it is about streaming. It makes me thirsty. The only thing I can think of is that just I talk a lot more than I normally do when I stream. I almost want to say there was one RPM where there was just like a little line going down the left side in the center of the O. Definitely not the one I'm looking for. I think this is the toned one here. I don't think it's going to show us any color. Nothing yet here. In a couple possible RPMs, but not ones that I am like, oh my gosh, look at that. Give me 2 seconds, I just want to check. Check something out here. I should definitely leave up the Copper Coins website with all the RPMs and stuff, just so that I can go and glance at it. I will do that in the future. I think that is just kind of machine damage if you like look below the mint mark and up here. It looks like it's more just kind of like a ghost of the lettering. Ouch, the T got smushed. The Y got smushed. Wonder if that happened in the Mint or in the Mint Cello. The Mint mark got pretty knocked up too. This one didn't want to get picked up. Maybe it's hiding something. Not that one, friends. Is anybody out there hoping for anything specific on these? Maybe if you guys put out some energy, we will find just what you guys are looking for. We're about halfway through these now. This is one of the ones that had like the little like kind of swirlies on it. Just a little curious of how that stuff looks up close. Who knows, maybe all that's going to be toning at some point. Wow, that's it's like a little crater at this zoomed in level. See if we can. I don't think we're looking for. I mean, there is something on the 0 that you can find, but. By the time I'm looking, I might as well see every single part of it. I just realized I didn't get any ice cream today. I think after the stream tonight, I'm going to hit up a big bowl of ice cream, because it has been a really good day. It's a little smushed. I'd really like to see one of these 7s with a double, like a little bit of doubling above it. I know it's not a crazy double die, but it would just be fun to see. I'd love to be able to get one on the camera for you guys. No luck yet in doing that, but does anybody know of anything on the reverses of these? I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything saying that there was any kind of errors on the reverse. I know sometimes people say, oh, well, you know, just because nobody has found it yet, it doesn't mean that they're, you know, somebody couldn't find something awesome. Look at this in a different light. I can't quite tell what's going on in that mint mark. No, I can't find it. So I don't know if everybody's watching, if you guys have checked out the giveaways that I have going on. But I have quite a few scavenger hunts for people who enjoy watching the videos. I think there's like 4 or 5 cash prizes out there right now paid through PayPal, and quite a few, excuse me, get some water. There's quite a few coin prizes that I'll mail to you if you're in the lower 48 states. But all the scavenger hunts, you just, there's a video for all the scavenger hunts, and then you just listen for a phrase in a video that you're watching from the master playlist. And if you hear the phrase and you're the first person to leave a comment with the video that you heard the phrase and the time, you win the prize. So it's pretty simple, straightforward, but at the same time I have a lot of videos, and so it's just one of those things that if you are already watching, it's kind of like a way that I just kind of developed that to say thank you to people for watching and for the support, because I wouldn't have 4,100 videos if people hadn't been watching and been so supportive and helpful. So thanks again, guys. I really enjoy making these videos, and I enjoy getting to meet all the people by making them, and I enjoy getting to learn because you guys teach me so much. So thank you. It's really awesome. And so I have a roll of Philadelphia and a roll of San Francisco from 1970 that I'll be doing. I'll probably get both of them done this week. If all goes well, I'll probably do one of them tomorrow, and then I will probably do one on Tuesday. I'll just have to make sure that I have enough time. My normal stream times are on Monday, or I'm sorry, are on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 9 p.m. here in California. This one almost looks like there is like a little extra. Oh, the Mint Cello just got stuck to my microscope. There looks like there was a a little something above the D. I feel like when I got stuck on there, it kind of like moved the microscope. Maybe it's just a little dent. I feel like that is showing up. It's as close as I can get, unfortunately. Nothing crazy yet. I think we got about 10-15 left. I don't know, it's just been a really good week. I've had a lot of fun this week, and my business has been doing really good. Making a YouTube channel for all the coins I get to look at has definitely been like the best thing I think that I could have decided to do. It's like I'm already looking at all these coins all the time. But now it's like I get to do it, and I get to meet people, and I get to learn more. Like really by doing this, I get to learn a lot more. And like anytime I want, I'm able to go back and look at all the videos of stuff. It's like now I have like a, kind of a video inventory. Like, and it's like I can go and see. I can go and look at my inventory without having to like go and open up boxes or go in the vault. And so that's kind of cool. And once the stuff is gone, I can still look at it. I can still check it. I can still compare things. It's like where the 7 connects there almost looks a little bit different. Like there almost looked like there was a notch on the inside. Whoa, is it interesting? I don't know if that's just like kind of partially filled. It's definitely rough inside that die, or inside the mint mark. You guys are all quiet tonight. It is Sunday night though, huh? I always forget when I stream on Sunday nights. Everybody's always super quiet. It's like the end of the weekend. It was a fun weekend. I could do this weekend like 10 more times. It was fun. Well, we've got a couple more. Hopefully we're going to find something cool. sometimes when you guys are all quiet for this long, it's like I'm like, is my chat broken? I know when I'm watching other people's streams, like the chat will just die out and I'll refresh and it's like, oh, everyone was talking. My thing just wasn't keeping up. That one's definitely got something going on inside it too. Inside that 7 a little more. Guess we'll check out the mint mark. Or inside the 0, I meant. I think that 0 is just really reflective. It's like no matter where I'm turning it, there's just like on an angle it'll look all like there's some doubling on the inside. And then I turn it and it's on the other side, and then it's on the other side. It's always a good way when things look double, just keep turning the coin, see if the doubling continues to look like where it is. Or if it magically disappears, or magically goes, 90 degrees, then 180 degrees, and just keeps moving with the coin. The last one. Now, I know we didn't look at the reverses, and that's because I didn't see anything crazy that was on the reverse of these coins. If anybody knows of anything out there, or anyone would like to see the reverses of these that's watching, I'm happy to go through them again. Otherwise, this is the last coin here. Didn't find anything crazy, but we can't find anything crazy unless we look. I should have a lot of really nice coins coming up this week graded by PCGS. So I know most of you guys are probably subscribed to the channel already. If you guys aren't, I do a lot of short videos of PCGS graded coins, and I usually do between like 20 and 50 of those a week, and then on Wednesday and Saturday nights I stream for an hour, and then anytime I'm able to do a stream at 9 o'clock at night on the week, during the week, I do a bonus one as well. That's what we're here doing tonight. And whenever I have kind of rolls and stuff like this, I'll do these rolls, and when I'm out, I've been doing the Coin Vault Has Opened episodes, and that's kind of the standard unless I have something new, fun and to look at. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out the scavenger hunts, there's a couple Flying Eagle cents up for grabs. There's 3 NGC graded Lincoln cents up for grabs. There's quite a few coins up. Someone's just got to find the phrase, and when you guys find a couple more of these, I have more scavenger hunts I'm going to put up. I just didn't want to put up too many at once. But I wish you guys all luck. Thank you guys for watching. Wish you guys an awesome night and a good weekend, the rest of the weekend, and a good Monday tomorrow. So thanks everyone for watching. I wish you guys a wonderful night. See you guys in the future.